Hello students, welcome to E-Pathshala. I am Mrs. P.G. Batmagauri, working as an assistant professor in Faculty of Engineering, Avinash Lingam University, Coimbatore. Today we are going to discuss about the module Private Institutions Supporting Housing in India, Nature and Procedure. Institutions promoting indigenous low-cost building materials and technologies. With housing recognized as a basic needs, governments at every level are discussing ways and means to provide access to housing for their citizens. The quantity, quality, availability and affordability of housing becomes a key component in national economic competitiveness. The role and function of housing is multi-phased. Housing choices impact access to infrastructure, employment, household wealth, health, education, poverty levels, material and child morality, women's participation in workforce and many other well-being indicators. As India seeks to improve its living conditions on a large scale, access to affordable housing with low-cost building materials are a major facts for the citizen. Objectives: to understand the concept of private housing in India, to know about Confederation of Real Estate Developments Associations of India, to identify low-cost affordable housing projects and building with indigenous materials. Affordable housing in India. Affordable housing refers to any housing that meets some form of affordability criterion, which could be income level of the family, size of the unit, or affordability in terms of ratio of house price to annual income. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Poverty Alleviation in its 2011 report take notes of both income and size criteria to define the EWS, LIG and MIG sectors. EWS is nothing but economically weaker sections, LIG low income group and MIG is nothing but middle income group. Three main reasons for private sector contribution to affordable housing in India are: in India, the problem is much more big for the shortage of housing for the low income group. The estimated shortage is around 18 million houses, with 99% of it in the economically weaker section of society. Second, along with the growth of the urban population, rising income level lead to the expansion of the middle classes. This has led to spike in demand for housing that is affordable but includes basic amenities. Third, the real estate sector is a major component of the Indian economy. It is estimated that the real estate sector contributed to 6.3% of GDP in 2013-14. It is estimated 3.7 lakh crores and employed about 7.6 million people in the affordable housing sector. So, housing is the largest component of the financial as well as the construction sector. Private sector players in affordable housing. Affordable housing has traditionally been the purview of the state. It is only recently that the private sector has entered into the building houses for the lower, middle and middle class segments. Several factors propelled this development: easier availability of land in the suburban areas along with infrastructural continuity, availability of facilitating and financing agencies such as the National Housing Bank, international development organizations, international NGOs, microfinance institutions and private equity players, etc. In the year 2009 onwards, real estate developers have launched projects across Indian cities in locations which are away from the core central business districts where land prices are affordable. The more prominent developers include Tata Housing, VBHC, Foliage, DBS, Affordable Home, Nirman Group, HDIL, TVS Housing, Mahindra Life Spaces, and Usha Realty. They introduces many projects and proposals for the affordable housing in India. Some of the features of the projects are: the projects are located 20 to 25 km from the city center, cover 15 to 35 acres, and have 1,500 to 3,000 units of housing. These projects have limited options, closeness to industrial or commercial hubs, reduced area, low construction cost, shorter period of construction, and provision of basic social amenities. The pre-tax internal rate of returns (IRR) in a low-cost housing project can range from 40 to 45%, with gross profit margin of 15 to 20%. This margin is slightly reduced compared to the 30 to 40% margin available in high-end real estate projects. For example, Tata Housing is planning to add 8 to 10 projects to its portfolio in 2017-18, involving an investment up to rupees 800 crore. They will be able to combination of the greenfield and brownfield projects. International Finance Corporation (IFC), India's Green Building Initiative, and International Finance Corporation is planning to invest over $1 billion in next 5 years. IFC, a member of World Bank, has planned an investment around $5 to 6 billion for the next 5 years in India for participating in the country climate change programs and housing. IFC ties up with 5 developers, 2 financial institutions to form Sustainable Housing Leadership Consortium (SHLC), with an aim to achieve nearly 20% of the country's new housing development to be green by 2022. IFC has joined hands with 5 developers and 2 financial institutions to provide low-cost housing with all the amenities. A first of this kind, voluntary private sector lead initiative, and SHLC is working towards mainstreaming green homes in India and aims at least 20% of Indians' new housing developments to be green by 2022. IFC, along with the funding members of the consortium, include leading real estate developers Godrej Properties, Mahindra Lifespace Developments, Sarupji Real Estate, Tata Housing Development Company, and VBHC Value Homes, and joined by financial institutions like HDFC and PNB Housing Finance Corporations. The aim of the consortium members is make 100% of the new housing portfolio green, thereby contributing 110 million square feet of green housing by 2020. Confederation of Real Estate Developers Association of India (CREDAI). It is established in the year 1999 with the mandate to pursue the cause of housing and habit providers. On the advisory scale, CREDAI is today's the preferred platform for national discourse on housing and habitat. CREDAI is an organized partner for government and is represented on committees working at policy formulation, including the Housing and Habitat Policy 2007, the Steering Committee for Urban Developing Housing and Poverty Alleviation for the 11th 5-year plan, various committees of the Bureau of Indian Standards, Bureau of Energy Efficiency, Planning Commissions, and others. CREDAI has also work increasingly to make industry more organized and progressive. It is mandatory for all member developers of CREDAI to maintain integrity, transparency in the profession of real estate development. Confederation of Real Estate Developers is the knowledge sharing network about the latest industry data, technology advancement and industry benchmarks for its members. It taking a major step to fill the gap in Housing India. Housing statistics worldwide are amongst the most important real-time indicators of health of economy. Real estate sector is a critical sector of Indian economy, contributing around 10% of total GDP of the country. CREDAI's CSR initiative have given credence to the fact that real estate is a socially responsible community which has demonstrably carried out large amount of social and charitable efforts in the area of building schools, hospitals, skill development, education, places for worship, old age homes, care centers, child centers, roads and gardens. This association is critical importance of real estate to the GDP of India on the minds of the government, policy makers and general public, and has become the backbone of the real estate industry. Confederation of Real Estate Developers Green Building Initiative. Indian Green Building Council IGBC and CREDAI have entered into the MOU incorporating, among others, following areas of cooperation of Confederation of Real Estate Developers Association of India have partnered with IFCs, a member of World Bank Group, to promote green buildings in the country through certification. This certification is very important in the green building across the country in the fast and simple and affordable way. CREDAI encourages its members, including local chapters, to incorporate resource efficiency in their design using EDGE. To qualify for the certification, these efficiencies must result in saving of at least 20% in energy, water and material over the local standard practices. IFC will train members and share global best practices and knowledge with CREDAI on green building technologies. Central government initiation for affordable housing. The central government launched over 350 projects to build about 2 lakh houses with a private sector investment of 38,000 crores, the first major initiative of corporate in the center's affordable housing scheme. The move comes a day after the Prime Minister's office held a meeting with private real estate developers with a focus to remove bottlenecks to ensure private sector participation in the government ambitious Housing for All Mission by 2022 program. Mission Housing for All by 2022. Housing for All by 2022 aim for urban areas with following components: slum rehabilitation of slum villas with participation of private developers using land as a resource, promotion of affordable housing for weaker section through credit linked subsidy, affordable housing in partnership with public and private sectors, subsidy for beneficiary lead individual house construction or modification. A technology submission under the mission of Housing for All would be set up to facilitate adoption of modern, innovative and green technology and building material for faster and quality construction of houses. The technology submission will also facilitate preparation and adoption of layout designs and building plans suitable for various geoclimatic zones. It will also assist states, cities in developing disaster resistant and environment friendly technologies. The technology submission will also work on the following aspects: design and planning, innovative technologies and materials, green building using natural resources, earthquake and other disaster resistant technologies and designs. The mission will provide flexibility to states for choosing best option among the various technology available for construction of housing in the affordable price. Low cost affordable housing projects. To implement low cost affordable housing projects, the following activities are important. Adequate efforts are made in achieving economics of scale construction cost for affordable for private housing development. Design standardization coupled with the use of low cost technologies and bulk material procurement strategies can be immensely benefit for affordable housing projects. Standardize building norms to promote design standardization. Low cost construction technologies. By leveraging on innovative and low cost technologies such as prefabrication, developers can construct affordable houses quickly and cost effectively. Although prefab materials are 15 to 20% less costlier, developers could gain from dual benefits of higher efficiency and low labor cost. Building with indigenous material. Homes built from indigenous materials are unique dwellings, not cookie-cutter productions. They are individual representation of a region, climate, and culture. At the same time, they have the potential to be comfortable, functional, durable, and energy efficient, and to satisfy modern standards of living. They can make use of common material that people formerly considered cheap or waste or do not think of as building materials at all. Millions of people worldwide live in houses made from minimally processed local construction materials such as straw and native wood. Indigenous materials are those native to building site or its surrounding region, and indigenous methods are the particular application of those materials as developed to suit a specific climate and culture. Indigenous materials are generally inexpensive due to their abundance and the minimal cost of transporting from the building site. The use of indigenous building methods has the potential to cause less air, water, and land pollution than the use of industry processed building material. Some application of air, mineral, and agricultural waste involve little additional processing energy. If local sources are used, transportation energy and resulting pollution are kept to be minimum. Many indigenous building materials are minimally processed and do not contain chemical additives such as adhesives. This promotes good indoor air quality and safe and easy disposal of building material at the end of building's lifetime. Use of low-cost building materials for construction of low-cost housing increases the access to building by low-income group peoples. Low-cost housing can be achieved by use of efficient planning and project management. Use of natural low-cost building materials. The total energy required to produce a material is called embodied energy. The greater a material's embodied energy, it requires a greater usage of non-renewable resources. It is therefore advantageous to use materials or composite materials prepared from the wastages. Then natural materials such as stones, wood, lime, sand, and bamboo can be used in ample wherever possible. The natural materials impact more sustainability to structures as well as they are friendlier to environment. Some of the environment friendly materials technology used in India are fly ash stand lime gypsum bricks, compressed earth fly ash stand lime gypsum blocks, clay fly ash bricks, marble bricks, cellular weight concrete, ferro cement wall panels, micro concrete roofing tiles, RCC planks and joints, bamboo mat products, coir polymer composite boards and ply, etc. Using energy efficient building materials. Energy efficient building materials can be measured through various factors as its R value, shading coefficient, luminous efficiency or fuel efficiency. Energy efficient materials must reduce the amount of guaranteed energy. Composites of low cost building materials. The composite building materials are made of composition of two or more materials which have enhanced property. Natural fiber materials are coming up as excellent substitutions for prevailing building materials. Fibers like jute, sisal, coconut, banana are cheap and environmentally suited as they are made from natural fibers. They are also replacing the fiber reinforced plastics. Composite materials present immense opportunities to replace traditional materials as timber, steel, aluminum and concrete in buildings. They help in reduction of corrosion and their low weight has been proved useful in many low stress applications. Each type of composite has its own characteristics, properties and thus useful for specific purpose. Jute fiber reinforced polypropylene composites, coir fiber reinforced composites, sisal fiber jute produced composites, etc. CBRI has developed MDF composites doors contains coir fiber, cashew nut, shell liquid as natural resins and paraformaldehyde as major products. Many composite building materials are generated from glass fibers and industry wastes. These materials are used for manufacturing of portable toilets, water storage tanks, outdoor furnitures, bathtubs, interior decoration, basin, door, window frames, etc. To conclude the session, social upliftment could be achieved through affordable housing only when the required infrastructural linkages are provided by state governments. Parallel development of physical infrastructure like road, drainage, transport, water supply, sewage disposal, electricity, etc. and social infrastructure like schools, hospitals and commercial centers, etc. are the critical for the success of such projects. Using the composite building materials in construction vary from cladding to internal furnishing. The owner highly benefits due to their applications of lightweight, resistance to corrosion and availability in different colors. The mission of India, Housing for All by 2022, achieved by using emerging construction technologies for development of affordable housing. Thank you.